Well, it looks like a bomb shot kind of day. You ready to run and gun? It's time for blast off. Let's go. Hey guys, Todd here with you. Welcome back to Bassin 101. Kind of a bit of a late start to the intro. You hear the mowers in the back. We got a greenway back here. Everybody walks and rides their bikes and everything. Mowing the grass here. Been kind of a slow morning here. But, I'm gonna try to hit a few places, throwing the slider rig with this bomb shot on here. And nope, I ain't got fluorocarbon this time. I got 4-pound green XT. I got a whole lot more confidence in that line than I do the fluorocarbon. So let's see what we can get going on here. Well, I decided to make a pretty good little run here. I'm up the river this time, and I'm right here by the spillway, little outlet, freshwater outlet I showed you guys several times. And I've still nothing, guys. I'm on the end. I got that song stuck in my head from Jerry Reed, when you're hot, you're hot. When you're not, you're not. I don't know why it's in my head, but it is. Well, not a largemouth or a smallmouth, but well, stops flippy flopping around. I'll get a hope to him. Did get a brown trout out of it. He is pretty. I guess it's a brown trout. I'm not that familiar with them. Thank you, buddy. Well, we don't have to fire that slider. That just tells you right there, man, trout would hit the same thing bass do. Getting up here in the upper end of the river here by the, it's actually here at the water flow I got him. And the funny thing is, I think I saw him, because I saw one go up under the boat and kind of face his way up that way. I thought it was a smallmouth. It could have been that trout. But yeah, as soon as I put him in the net, he came off that hook. As I know, I told you on the last episode when I was on the water, yeah, I smashed the barbs on all my hooks. As far as soft plastics go, just so I ain't got to tear their mouth all to pieces. I got that 16th ounce slider on here so I can fish it a little bit faster. The water's pretty clear. I can just drag it on the bottom a little faster. Check out what I just got out of a tree. Green pumpkin Senko, 3/0 Gamakatsu hook. And I bet you at least 30 or 40 feet of braid. This looks like fire line to me. It's that dark smoke color. Look how much that line dude left sit out there. I mean, it was up in a tree, but I was able to get up underneath it, pull it down far enough, because I just saw, it was like this on a tree limb, sitting like this right here. And I said, all you gotta do is pull a thing off that limb. It snapped right out of there. But yeah, I mean, if you're in a kayak, or basically if you're on the water, that happens, man, just cut the braid short if you have to. Don't let all that stuff get out in the water like that. That's just sorry. That's what that is. Now check this out. This must have been this guy's other rod, because he's got green braid on here. And again, 3/0 hook, green pumpkin Senko with about an 1/8 ounce bullet weight. Man, I'll tell you guys, I mean, look at this. And I was able to get up, I'm gonna tell y'all a trick, especially if you're using braid. If you're stuck like that, I've got one of these hook disgorgers. these bakers here. All I do is I just wrap the line around this thing kind of back over itself, and then just start pulling. And man, pull that thing right out of that tree. But if you can get it down, guys, get it down. Don't just leave it sitting there and leave 30, 40 feet of line just dragging along the river. I mean, there's just no sense in that. And not only that, guys, here's a little tip for you. I've already had to do this one time today when I did go squirrel fishing. Is if you throw it up in a tree and it comes back down, especially if you got a crankbait or something like that, don't try to do the balancing act and try to get the flip back over. It's just going to get way up in the air and you're not going to be able to get to it. If it's hanging down, go to it, cut it, and then pull your line, crank your line back through that limb and just retie, keep going. I mean, I see so many guys that just, they lose lures, they just get it up in a tree, then they try to pull it through the tree, and it gets wound up, it's too high up in the air to get. If it's dangling down, cut it, crank your line back through that limb, just retie, keep going. At least you get your lure back. Well, number 3, again, a Senko 3/0 hook, the green braid, and a lot of it. This was actually right beside the boat in a tree. I cast across it, and that's how I found this. Man, if I keep going, look at here. If I keep going, I'm gonna give me a whole pack of Senkos. Crazy, dude. Well, I'll go ahead and call it. And head back to the house. I'm in the mood to build some rods anyway. But I'll probably do the rest of the day. But getting back on the trash. Guys, I know sometimes we go squirrel fishing, or sometimes we get hung up on the bank. If you're fishing from the bank, there's not much you can do about it. But if you're fishing in a boat or a kayak or wading or something, and you get stuff hung in trees and things like that, just come prepared to get the snags out if you have to. But you can carry, when I used to fish pond a lot, I actually carried a small piece of like a 1-inch PVC tube with me, about 6 inches long, just to wrap a line around and be able to pull and get my lures out. And that helps. Especially if you can't get a plug knocker to get down to it or something, or you don't have a plug knocker. But just leaving your line dangling in the river like that, man, that's just not, or even a lake, or a pond or anything, that's just not cool, man. Try to clean up your stuff, guys. It's, I understand sometimes things happen, you can't help it. I get that. I've been there. And it just keeps everything clean. It keeps ducks from getting wrapped up in stuff like that. Turtles. We got a lot of turtles here in the river. A lot of turtles. Just stuff like that. I mean, it's just, I hate to see people leave trash like that. But for that same guy, it's the same guy. I mean, look, it's the same 3 hooks, same 3 Senkos. It's the same guy. Especially since this braid's the same on both of these. And then you got, I'm guessing this is fire line. Here, I mean, look how much stuff came out of the river. And I'll just take that back. We got a trash can up here by the ramp. I'll just throw all that stuff in the trash can, including the Senkos. They're tore up. But they couldn't have been in the water too long because they're not waterlogged. In other words, they're not pale looking. Yeah, one of them's green pumpkin, one's a green pumpkin candy. But yeah, that's just sorry. But I mean, maybe the guy's having a bad day casting or something. Looks to me like he needs to go in the backyard and practice casting a little bit. That's all I got today, guys. Just thought I'd bring you out here for a little short little deal. Had a couple hours to come out this morning, so I figured I'd just do what I can. We did get one trout, beautiful trout. But that's all I got today, guys. So until next time, may the Father bless you and keep in Yeshua's name. And as always, fish on.